Do you regularly eat nuts? Because you believe they're good for your heart, brain, and overall health? If the answer is yes, you're not alone. Many people over the age of 60 choose nuts as their daily snack because they've heard they're nutrient-dense, heart-healthy, and promote longevity. But here's something that may surprise you. Some nuts, which seem harmless, can actually increase your risk of heart disease by up to 48%, according to a study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology. This is especially concerning for older adults whose liver, kidneys, and natural detox systems tend to weaken with age. Many seniors believe they're eating healthy, but in reality, a few commonly consumed nuts could be silently causing inflammation, raising blood pressure, clogging arteries, and even affecting memory. Some nuts contain harmful compounds that can build up over time and strain your liver, kidneys, and nervous system when eaten frequently. In fact, one popular nut often praised in low-carb diets may actually be causing long-term damage, and it might be sitting in that jar on your kitchen shelf right now. But don't worry. The good news is that you can easily adjust your diet to get the most out of what nuts have to offer without cutting them out completely. The question isn't, should you eat nuts? It's which nuts should you eat, which should you limit, and how should you eat them the right way? In this video or article, we'll help you clearly understand the difference. You'll learn about 5 nuts that support heart health, joints, and brain function, and 5 types of nuts that people over 60 should avoid or limit if they want to protect their long-term health. Are you eating the right kinds of nuts each day? Or could you unknowingly be eating one of the hidden culprits that contribute to fatigue, forgetfulness, weight gain, or joint pain? Read on or watch to uncover the truth behind the most common nuts and get science-backed advice on how to make smart, age-appropriate choices. You may be surprised to discover that just one small change in the type of nut you eat each day can make a big difference in your heart, memory, and overall mobility. And if you're watching or reading this, leave a comment below. What's your favorite nut to eat? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Part 1. 5 nuts you should never touch. 1. Limit peanuts. Risk of inflammation, mold, and liver damage. While peanuts are inexpensive, widely consumed, and a favorite snack for many, they are one of the most important foods to limit in the daily diet of adults over 60. The concerns go beyond allergies. Peanuts carry hidden risks that may impact the liver, cardiovascular system, and nervous system in older adults. First, it's important to understand that peanuts are not true tree nuts. They are legumes that grow underground, making them highly susceptible to mold and aflatoxin contamination. Aflatoxin is a toxic substance produced by Aspergillus flavus mold, which can severely harm the liver and weaken immune function, especially in seniors whose detoxification systems are less efficient. The World Health Organization, WHO, classifies aflatoxin as a potential liver carcinogen, and the risk increases with frequent, long-term consumption of low-quality peanuts. Additionally, peanut proteins can trigger low-grade inflammation, even in people who aren't allergic. This type of inflammation may worsen joint pain, exacerbate cardiovascular conditions, and negatively affect memory, all of which are areas of concern for older adults. Peanuts also contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which can disrupt the omega-6 to omega-3 balance, contributing to chronic inflammation if not carefully managed. Another concern is that commercial peanut products, such as peanut butter, roasted snacks, or peanut-based treats, often contain hydrogenated oils, trans fats, salt, and refined sugar, all of which can raise blood pressure, LDL, bad cholesterol, and disrupt digestion. For those taking blood thinners like warfarin, peanuts may pose an additional risk due to their vitamin K content, which can interfere with the effectiveness of the medication, often without the person realizing it. Tip: if you enjoy peanuts, choose organic, unsalted, and plain varieties, and limit your intake to less than 1 teaspoon per day. However, it's best for older adults to switch to healthier alternatives, like almonds or walnuts, which provide better nutrition and help protect long-term health. Comment 1 if you found this helpful. 2. Cashews. Impact on blood sugar and calcium absorption in seniors. Cashews are often considered a premium snack, flavorful, creamy, and nutrient-rich. However, for adults over 60, this popular nut should be consumed with careful moderation due to hidden risks related to blood sugar control, digestion, and bone health. Contrary to popular belief, cashews are higher in carbohydrates than many other nuts, with about 9 grams of carbs per 28-gram serving and relatively low fiber content. This gives them a higher glycemic index, meaning they can cause sharp spikes in blood sugar, especially dangerous for those with diabetes or prediabetes, which affects nearly 25% of Americans over 65. Uncontrolled cashew intake can lead to unstable glucose levels, reducing the effectiveness of treatment and increasing the risk of heart, kidney, and vision complications. Cashews also contain a high amount of oxalates, compounds that can bind with calcium in the intestines, reducing calcium absorption. This is a serious concern for older adults who are already at risk of osteoporosis, as it can lead to faster bone density loss. Oxalates may also accumulate in the kidneys and form kidney stones, a common issue in seniors, especially those with a history of stones or who take diuretics. Another often overlooked issue is the processing of cashews. The shells contain urushiol, a toxic compound similar to that found in poison ivy. Although commercial cashews are heat-treated to remove this toxin, the high-heat roasting process can strip away some natural nutrients and often adds unhealthy oils and salt, especially in oil-roasted salted varieties. In addition, the small, slippery shape of cashews makes them one of the most common choking hazards among nuts, particularly risky for seniors with difficulty swallowing or weak teeth. Tip: if you still want to enjoy cashews, limit intake to fewer than 5 nuts per day. Choose unsalted and dry-roasted or raw varieties, and combine them with fiber and protein-rich foods to slow down sugar absorption. However, it's best to opt for nuts with a lower glycemic index, like almonds or flax seeds, for more comprehensive health protection. Comment 2 if you found this helpful. 3. Macadamia nuts. 2-calorie dense and potentially harmful to heart and gallbladder health. Macadamia nuts are known for their rich, buttery flavor and crunchy texture, often considered a luxury nut in the world of nutrition. However, for adults over 60, macadamias should be eaten with great caution due to their extremely high calorie and saturated fat content, which can negatively impact heart health, gallbladder function, and body weight. Just 28 grams of macadamia nuts, about a small handful, contains around 200 calories and 22 grams of fat, making them one of the most energy-dense nuts available. For older adults whose metabolism slows down and caloric needs decrease, eating macadamias frequently as a snack can lead to unwanted weight gain. This excess weight doesn't just cause discomfort, it can also increase the risk of diabetes, high blood pressure, and joint pain, all of which reduce quality of life in later years. About 3 grams of that fat is saturated fat, which, when consumed in excess, can raise LDL bad cholesterol levels and negatively impact cardiovascular health. a major concern for people over 60. While macadamias do contain heart-healthy omega-9 fats, their relatively high saturated fat content makes them less safe compared to nuts like almonds or walnuts. Another lesser-known risk involves the gallbladder. Because macadamias are high in fat, they put added stress on the digestive system, especially for individuals with existing gallstones or weakened liver and gallbladder function. This can lead to symptoms like bloating, stomach pain, or digestive upset. Additionally, due to their hard, dense texture, macadamias can be difficult to chew for seniors with weak teeth or dentures, increasing the risk of chipped teeth or choking. Tip: if you enjoy the flavor of macadamias, limit yourself to 4 to 5 nuts per day, avoid eating them frequently, and steer clear of salted or sugar-coated varieties. Instead, choose pistachios or walnuts, which offer safer cardiovascular and neurological benefits, especially in your golden years. Comment 3 if you found this helpful. 4. Pine nuts. Risk of drug interactions and nervous system effects. Pine nuts are often seen as a gourmet ingredient in Italian dishes like pesto, or added to salads for their rich, buttery flavor and small size. However, for adults over 60, these tiny seeds carry potential health risks, especially in terms of medication interactions, taste disturbances, and digestion issues, making them a nut to limit or avoid in a senior's diet. One of the most significant concerns with pine nuts is a condition called pine mouth syndrome, a temporary but prolonged taste disorder that leaves a bitter or metallic taste in the mouth for several days or even weeks. While not life-threatening, this condition can seriously affect appetite, leading to poor food intake and unintended weight loss, a common issue among older adults. Studies suggest that up to 42% of pine mouth cases occur in seniors, likely due to weakened taste receptors and slower detoxification processes. Additionally, pine nuts contain polyunsaturated fats that are highly prone to oxidation, especially when stored improperly or exposed to air for too long. When oxidized, these fats produce inflammatory compounds that may damage the nervous system. For individuals dealing with arthritis, Alzheimer's, or Parkinson's disease, regular consumption may worsen nerve inflammation and related symptoms. Another serious but lesser-known risk is that pine nuts can interact with over 60% of common prescription medications, including blood pressure drugs, statins, and antidepressants. This is especially concerning because most people over 60 take multiple medications daily. Pine nuts may reduce the effectiveness of medications, cause side effects, or burden the liver and kidneys during drug metabolism. Due to their small, slippery, oily texture, pine nuts also pose a choking risk, particularly for seniors who have trouble swallowing or experience dry mouth as a side effect of medication. If you still wish to enjoy pine nuts occasionally, choose high-quality, refrigerated nuts and use only very small amounts, less than 1 teaspoon per day, in meals. However, it's best for older adults to opt for safer, more nourishing alternatives like flax seeds or walnuts, which support nerve health without the risks of drug interactions. Comment 4 if you found this helpful. 5. Pecans. Risk of raising cholesterol and weight gain in seniors. Pecans are often praised as a heart-friendly nut because of their unsaturated fat content. However, for adults over 60, consuming pecans should be done with caution. While they have a rich, buttery flavor and soft texture, their high calorie and fat content can pose health risks when eaten too frequently, especially in terms of weight gain, cholesterol levels, and cardiovascular function. Just 28 grams, about 1 ounce of pecans, contains approximately 200 calories and 20 grams of fat, most of which are monounsaturated fats. The concern arises because seniors often have slower metabolisms, are less physically active, and are more prone to unintentional weight gain. Eating pecans as a frequent snack throughout the day can lead to excessive calorie intake, resulting in increased LDL, bad cholesterol, belly fat, and worsened conditions like diabetes and heart disease. Pecans also contain more saturated fat than nuts like almonds or walnuts, which may negatively impact blood vessel function and increase the risk of arterial plaque buildup when consumed in excess. For those with a history of high blood pressure or heart issues, this becomes a serious concern. Another issue is that pecans are often sold coated in butter, sugar, or salt, turning a potentially healthy nut into a hidden danger for older adults. These processed versions can raise blood pressure, contribute to low-grade chronic inflammation, and negatively affect joints, brain function, and digestion. Moreover, due to their soft, oily texture, pecans are more prone to bacterial or mold contamination if not stored properly. This can increase the risk of diarrhea or digestive distress, especially in seniors with sensitive stomachs. Tip: if you still enjoy pecans, limit your intake to 3 to 4 nuts at a time. Choose plain, unsalted, and unsweetened versions, and combine them with protein and fiber-rich nuts like almonds or flax seeds to help balance nutrition and reduce cardiovascular risks. Comment 5 if you found this helpful. Part 2. 5 nuts you should eat every day after 61. Almonds build strong bones. After the age of 60, maintaining strong, healthy bones becomes essential to prevent osteoporosis and fractures, risks that can seriously impact mobility and overall quality of life. Among all nuts, almonds are considered one of the best daily foods for seniors thanks to their rich content of calcium, magnesium, and vitamin E. Just 1/4 cup of almonds per day, about 23 almonds, provides nearly 100 milligrams of calcium, an essential nutrient that supports bone density. In addition, almonds are a great source of magnesium, which helps transport calcium to the bones, rather than allowing it to build up in the blood vessels, where it can contribute to arterial plaque and heart problems. The monounsaturated fats in almonds also help lower LDL, bad cholesterol, supporting heart health, which becomes even more important as we age. Beyond bone and heart benefits, vitamin E and flavonoids in almond skins act as powerful antioxidants, protecting brain cells, slowing cognitive aging, and supporting memory. Almonds are also rich in fiber, which helps improve digestion and relieve constipation, a common issue for many older adults. Tip: choose raw, unsalted, uncoated almonds with the skin on, and chew thoroughly to support digestion. For an even gentler option, soak them overnight to make them easier to digest. Consuming almonds daily is a natural and effective way to support bone, heart, and brain health. Comment 6 if you found this helpful. 2. Walnuts boost memory and support. Better sleep. When it comes to brain-friendly nuts, walnuts always top the list. And it's no coincidence that their shape closely resembles the human brain. It's a fun visual cue that reflects what science confirms. Walnuts are powerful allies for protecting memory, improving brain function, and supporting deep, restful sleep in older adults. What makes walnuts truly stand out is their high content of plant-based omega-3s, ALA, the highest among all commonly eaten nuts. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential for maintaining healthy brain cell membranes, supporting neurotransmission, and fighting off free radicals that can damage brain cells. According to a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, seniors who consumed about 42 grams of walnuts daily for 8 weeks showed noticeable improvements in processing speed and cognitive flexibility. Walnuts also naturally contain melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep, which tends to decline with age. Eating a small handful of walnuts in the evening may help you fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply, easing one of the most common challenges for people over 60, insomnia. Beyond brain and sleep benefits, walnuts also support heart health and blood circulation thanks to their content of arginine, an amino acid that helps relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. Additionally, walnuts are rich in polyphenols, compounds that reduce inflammation and act as antioxidants, helping slow down brain aging. Tip: aim for 7 to 9 walnut halves per day, and whenever possible, choose whole walnuts in the shell to preserve their nutritional quality. Cracking the shells yourself isn't just a way to ensure freshness. It's also a great way to keep your hands active and improve dexterity, especially beneficial for older adults. With just a small handful of walnuts a day, you're making a meaningful investment in your memory, sleep quality, and mental clarity for the years ahead. Comment 7 if you found this helpful. 3. Pistachios. Regulate blood pressure and protect your eyes. In the world of nuts, pistachios are often underrated due to their small size. But few people realize that these little green gems are a powerful source of nutrition, especially beneficial for older adults looking to manage blood pressure and protect their vision, two common health concerns after the age of 60. One of the standout features of pistachios is their ideal potassium to sodium ratio. While many seniors need to reduce salt intake due to high blood pressure, pistachios are naturally low in sodium and rich in potassium, a key mineral that helps relax blood vessels and naturally regulate blood pressure. A 28-gram serving of pistachios, about 49 kernels, contains 285 milligrams of potassium, roughly the same as a small banana. Regularly including pistachios in your diet can help lower systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, similar to some medications but without the side effects. Pistachios also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants that support retinal health, especially in the macula, the part of the eye responsible for sharp central vision. This area is particularly vulnerable to age-related macular degeneration, AMD. Including pistachios in your daily diet can help slow vision decline and protect your eyes from blue light emitted by screens and UV rays from the sun. Beyond eye and heart health, pistachios also provide fiber, protein, and antioxidants that help regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support digestion. With their light crunch and easy-to-chew texture, pistachios are a great choice for older adults with dental concerns. Plus, the act of shelling each nut slows down eating, which helps prevent overconsumption, especially useful for those managing weight or diabetes. Tip: aim for about 1 ounce, 28 grams, of pistachios per day, and choose unsalted or lightly salted varieties. If you have arthritis or difficulty with hand mobility, opt for pre-shelled pistachios for easier use. A handful of pistachios a day could be the key to maintaining stable blood pressure, clearer vision, and sharper mental clarity as the years go by. Comment 8 if you found this helpful. 4. Brazil nuts. Support thyroid health and fight cellular aging. Brazil nuts may not be as well known as almonds or walnuts, but they're among the most nutrient-dense nuts, particularly beneficial for older adults looking to support thyroid function, boost metabolism, and slow down cellular aging. What makes Brazil nuts truly stand out is their exceptionally high selenium content, the highest of any natural food. Just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts per day provide more than 100% of the recommended daily intake of selenium, helping the body function at its best. Selenium plays a key role in converting thyroid hormone T4 into its active form, T3, which supports metabolism, energy regulation, body temperature, and mood. For people over 60, when thyroid imbalances become more common and harder to detect, Brazil nuts offer a simple yet powerful way to support thyroid health. But that's not all. Selenium is also a potent antioxidant that protects your DNA and cells from damage caused by free radicals. Recent studies even suggest that selenium helps preserve telomeres, the protective caps on the ends of chromosomes that naturally shorten with age and are linked to the body's aging process. In this way, Brazil nuts may not only enhance current health, but also help extend lifespan and maintain youthfulness at the cellular level. In addition, Brazil nuts are rich in healthy fats and unique fatty acids that nourish the protective membranes of nerve cells, improving reflexes, hand-eye coordination, and mental clarity. Thanks to their natural fiber and oils, they also support digestion and may help relieve constipation, a common issue for many older adults. Note: due to their extremely high selenium content, older adults should limit intake to just 1 to 2 nuts per day. Avoid overeating, as excess selenium can be harmful to the liver and nervous system. Choose shelled nuts, store them in the refrigerator to protect the oils, and keep them fresh. Comment 9 if you found this helpful. In short, with just a few Brazil nuts each day, you can support thyroid health, slow cellular aging, and maintain steady energy and a balanced mood throughout your daily life. 5. Pine nuts support brain function and reduce inflammation, but use with caution. Pine nuts are often known as a gourmet ingredient in pesto or salads, but few people realize that these tiny seeds are packed with nutrients that support brain health and immune function, especially for older adults. However, they should be consumed with care, as some lesser-known side effects can impact health if not used properly. One of pine nuts' biggest strengths is their high content of polyunsaturated fatty acids, PUFAs, particularly pinolenic acid, which has been shown to have anti-inflammatory effects and support heart health. Pine nuts are also rich in vitamin E, zinc, and iron, essential minerals that improve blood flow to the brain and help enhance memory, reflexes, and concentration. This is why pine nuts are often recommended for those with mild cognitive impairment, MCI, or individuals at risk of age-related neurodegeneration. Additionally, the magnesium and manganese in pine nuts help relax the nervous system, reduce anxiety, and improve sleep quality, 2 areas that commonly decline with age. However, one important side effect to watch for is the pine mouth syndrome, a rare condition where some people experience a lingering bitter metallic taste in their mouth that can last for days or even weeks after consuming pine nuts. While not dangerous, this can negatively affect appetite and emotional well-being in seniors. Another point to consider is that pine nuts are high in fat and can go rancid quickly if not stored properly. To avoid spoilage and protect your liver and digestion, it's best to choose shelled, vacuum-packed pine nuts and store them in the refrigerator. Older adults who are on multiple medications should be especially careful. Pine nuts have the potential to interact with over 60% of prescription drugs, including blood pressure meds, statins, and antidepressants. Comment 10 if you found this helpful. In short, pine nuts can offer significant brain and anti-inflammatory benefits when consumed in moderation, about 1 tablespoon per day. However, seniors should pay attention to product quality and their individual health conditions before making pine nuts a regular part of their diet. Part 3. Healthy nut-eating tips for seniors. While nuts offer many health benefits, it's important for older adults to consume them properly in order to maximize nutrients without causing unwanted side effects. A smart approach to eating nuts can enhance memory, support heart health, strengthen bones and joints, improve digestion, and help with weight management. First, seniors should choose nut varieties that suit their personal health needs. Prioritize nuts that are high in healthy fats, rich in omega-3s, protein, fiber, calcium, and magnesium, such as almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and flax seeds. These nuts help reduce inflammation, support nerve health, protect the brain, and manage blood pressure. On the other hand, nuts that are high in calories, saturated fat, or known to interfere with certain medications, like cashews, macadamia nuts, pine nuts, and pecans, should be limited or avoided. Second, moderation is key. Avoid eating too many at once. A safe portion usually ranges from 5 to 10 walnuts, 15 to 20 almonds, or a small handful of mixed nuts per day. For those with difficulty chewing or weak teeth, it's best to soak the nuts overnight to soften them and improve digestion. Natural nut butters, without added sugar or salt, are also a great alternative to whole nuts. Additionally, older adults should avoid salted, sugar-coated, or oil-fried nuts, as these can increase blood pressure, blood sugar, and chronic inflammation. The best options are dry roasted or raw nuts, which can be added to oatmeal, porridge, yogurt, salads, or smoothies to enhance flavor and variety without feeling heavy. Here's a simple but effective tip. Eat nuts in the morning or mid-afternoon, when the body absorbs nutrients better and blood sugar levels need stabilizing. Don't forget to drink plenty of water, which helps your body digest the fiber in nuts. Remember, for older adults, quality matters more than quantity. Eating nuts the right way is not just about nourishment. It's a form of natural prevention that helps you live healthier, stay mentally sharp, and maintain your independence each and every day. Part 4. Golden Years. Advice. In your golden years, every health decision carries deeper meaning, especially when it comes to what you put into your body each day. Nuts, though small, can make a big difference in supporting heart health, brain function, bone strength, and overall quality of life for older adults. But not all nuts are created equal, and not every way of consuming them is suitable for those over 60. As you've seen from what we've shared, choosing the right kinds of nuts, like almonds, walnuts, pistachios, or Brazil nuts, can bring long-term health benefits. On the other hand, regularly consuming less healthy options like peanuts, cashews, macadamia nuts, pine nuts, or pecans may quietly contribute to chronic inflammation, raise cholesterol levels, upset digestion, and gradually impact cognitive function. The good news is, you can start making a change today. Improving your eating habits doesn't have to be overwhelming. Even small, consistent adjustments can lead to powerful long-term effects on your health. Start by checking your pantry and taking a look at the types of nuts you currently eat. Then select 2 to 3 healthy nut options that suit your needs and start incorporating them into your breakfast, snacks, or salads each day. And don't forget to share this information with your friends and loved ones, especially your parents or grandparents. Many older adults still follow outdated eating habits, not realizing that even a few seemingly harmless nuts could be quietly affecting their health. Take action today for a stronger body, a sharper mind, and a longer, more independent life. If you found this content helpful, leave a comment and share your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss out on future wellness videos. Comment 11 if you found this video helpful.